Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. How are you doing? So, Taste Buds walked in today at about midnight when I was having a conversation with some lady online, and this lady was telling me about her life story. And Taste was like, who is that? And I'm like, my darling, this is how I sit down and solve problem from morning to night. So that's how someone called me yesterday and said, Daddy Freeze, what do I do? What exactly do I do in this situation? That her husband has not worked in 2 years. The husband sits at home and from time to time, she has this business that she runs with her best friend. Let me plug mic so you people can hear. Before people start complaining that you can't hear me. So she has this business that she runs with her best friend. She has this business that she runs with her best friend. Can you guys hear me? So her best friend sometimes comes to the house when she's not around. The best friend is married. Say, now so her best friend and her husband begin bench. You know me, I try to be as fair as possible. So I start asking some probing questions. What is your bench life with your husband? She said, because she's the one that works and supports the family, she doesn't really have time to bench her husband. That at best, she benches her husband once or twice a month when she's free because she is the provider in the house. So I now said, how did you catch them benching? She said she just walked into the house one day. She was expecting her husband to be alone, and she had been suspecting her husband, but she did not expect that it would be her best friend. That she said what pained her was she entered the room. Her best friend was about to arrive. Say they did not stop. Say her best friend arrived before she got up. So when she tackled her best friend was like, I'm sorry, but her own husband is a truck driver in the US. He's never around. That even when she goes to visit him, he's never around. And because of the stress of driving the truck, in Bola no they rise. Say one day she dey house, she dey work for laptop. She no know say this girl husband dey house. Say the guy just come parlor, he not wear any cloth, he not expect am. Say she just see the size of him bola. Say since that day, say He begged the friend, say, look, no fight your husband, na me chase him. When I see the size of Ingbola, and I never collect in 6 months. She said she go meet her husband for America. She stay with him 2 months. The husband no touch him 1 day. Say she no mean to offend her friend, but the husband been dey confide in him, say in wife no dey give him. They can't say make Daddy Freeze judge the matter. I can't sit down like this. I can't do my hand like this. I first do hand go this side. I can't do hand go this side. I needed the brain of King Solomon to judge this matter. How do I judge the matter? Do I call this betrayal? If only I told the woman, I said, if your husband was a provider, I no go talk anything. Say the only fault where I get with your husband, be say no they provide give you. Because my question is, unless the two of you are busy, a woman has no excuse not to knock her husband a minimum of 10 to 20 times a month. If not, you people don't have a matrimonial bed. You just have a regular bed in your house. She said that every day her husband comes home, that he just annoys her, that the guy go come, they bring the bola home come. Now, the bola say, she said the husband no they agree arrive quick. Say the husband fit bench for 1 hour, he never arrive. And then he go one do number 2. After 1, he go do 2. So that 2 na minimum 1 hour 30 minutes. So she always tell her, say, how can you, a jobless man, how you would a bench like this? Please, make una help me judge this matter. I don't know waiting to talk. Of course, I do not support extramarital relationships, especially on the woman's side. But do we really need to be marrying people when we know we cannot satisfy them? Do we need, what is the use of you marrying somebody? This marriage that we are marrying ourselves, if not for the fact that we are setting ourselves up for benching extramarital. How you as a woman go bench your husband once or twice a month, and your husband na day jobless in the house? Somebody say the two of them they mad. Please, make una put mouth. Not be me go judge this matter alone. Please. She not get belle, no pregnancy they there, at least not yet. But she say the woman they bench am without raincoat. Someone say that's the problem me too I have. Oh. Someone says she's irritated by her broke man. Someone say, make I add you, make me reason. All right. I hope so you get light. So I know they like add people who don't get light. Someone say, I'm lucky if I get once a month. But I not be married, you the married, so.
My boss.
How far? I can't look like Wale. I can't first thing say na Wale.
Amingo.
Haha, brother. How are you doing?
I don't talk too much.
Hey, mo just enter the matter.
I don't believe Abu say that the fruit add me for this call.
I add you.
I don't deal. Now one of my dad birthday today, so now for back I chill.
So just dey careful as you don't dey. Mo no enter trouble.
You know if you enter, no if you do anything extra. You see as my eye closed.
Baba. Oh yeah.
I still don't go work this morning at the Yankee.
Oh, yeah,
You
reason
know,
this matter.
two of them are mad. They colo, both of them. Their madness no be here. Based on the fact, say, when they go meet each other, we are way there. We did there. When they first smack, we did there. We don't did there. We think concern our body with overload. You see what I talk? What it concern our body? You don't say this social media, it don't make some people their mind, they don't colo. They don't even say the social media don't make them colo.
100%.
If they need to go see therapists, maybe they go see therapists, maybe they come out body from high tension. Yeah, me so.
100.
For high tension because they distract ordinary people. We see they find their way. They distract people. We don't need here when they start. We don't need the way they knock themselves up and down. So if the matter come overdo there, why don't they leave us the hell alone? Go kill their thing quietly. Make we deal with it. You don't understand the matter. Because this is not a personal thing. This is a relationship thing. Nobody. I don't go through divorce. Terrible divorce. Years ago. This matter. If people over reason, they go die for nothing.
Just say bye. No enter trouble.
Yes, so they go die for nothing. Die for nothing. For America, they rampant now. You see what they play for Houston now.
Waiting they play for Houston. I don't see them. Give us the
sometimes Texas now. Sometimes you go see you go hear for America say Nigeria don't go. You don't go fall in wire. You don't go for this one. Go. You understand? Because their mind know they right. Some go even do on live. Get when we play for Atlanta. Husband and wife. Husband dey inside. He dey inside prison. He come out. He and the wife still dey. You come they talk like this. They cook. He dey cook normal. The reason why say say they cheat, this and that, they give an STD, all kind of things. You know, talk just they go. By the time you know about the wife takes it a joke, they laugh, the guy tells say I'ma kill you.
I'ma buy you, talking like that because of
the guy talks say I go buy you. So I go for you new. You might think a joke, you might walk out go garage. By the time you garage, bossa. The guy
bring out rats.
He buy him.
Hey.
It just happened last week. Now last week,
he give him granite chop.
He give him granite chop. He go buy himself.
Hey.
So who can win now? Nobody win now.
Hey.
The guy said, you don't come. You don't get sense. Your papa don't raise them well. Now you jobs. The woman now where they buy now. Where see the man now they tell you say I go buy you. Where you supposed to run from house? Go reason continue 1 or 2.
So the woman been they cheat on the man. The woman been they cheat on the man.
The man said they cheat, John. He did there for social media. They all over the whole place. So make we come back to what is the reason. If they don't clear person, shift, they will see clear another person. Face your life. Human beings don't understand these kind of things. Now, normal occurrence, you go happen. Human beings are not perfect. Some people don't understand it. You don't need to tell the word. I never sympathize on anybody who bring a comfort for say make the word see. the mad. You want make I come the reason your relationship. Now if you reason them now. Because your relationship no get to me, thunder fire you and that's your man.
Destiny, waiting you want talk put for the matter.
No. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, man.
Oh my God. Well, both of them have blame more, Dave. But I blame the woman more.
Okay.
Ask me reasons.
Why?
I think was it last 2 years? A story, similar story like this came up. A man was saying that the woman complained, my husband is no longer touching me, and they have to summon umunna, gathering to talk about it. So at the time, the man's anger was, my wife doesn't look like my wife anymore. Each time I see my wife, it appears to me like her mom. So I don't have feelings for an old woman because she appears to me like her mom. So that he doesn't have feelings anymore. My wife just had a baby girl. Every day she's tying wrapper on her chest. She doesn't take care of herself. She's looking unkept. So what am I trying to say? Most women, they feel when they get married, they feel they have arrived. Lucky for them, they will not have a male child. They will just feel relaxed and reluctant. They don't take care of themselves anymore. They feel, oh, all this way I was taking care of myself because I was single. I was waiting for a man to settle down with. Now that I've finally settled down, I have a man of my own. I think I have arrived, and they will be keeping themselves unkept. They don't take care of themselves. They don't look good anymore. They don't look attractive. A woman has to be attractive. You have to attract your man, regardless. I see people go to bed, they cover everywhere, they wear me. It's because of my kids that I'm putting on clothes like this. I don't wear clothes. Even to bed, I know they wear clothes sleep. It's access for my man.
If my wife wear clothes, can't sleep. Now quarrel.
Exactly. I don't wear clothes. There is bed sheets. There is blankets to cover me up if I need to be covered. I need to look sexy. I need to be okay. Like, you see those women, they used to go to the gym before, but immediately they got married, they don't go to gym anymore. And if that marriage ends, they will go back to the gym. They will start looking for shape again. So
And then when they go to the gym, they will meet married man. We go toast them.
I don't know about that one. Some divorced ladies don't have a shit. They don't have any business with any married man. Can beat my chest. A lot of ladies that are single that know what they're doing. A woman that provides for herself. A woman that works for herself. A woman that takes care of herself. Not a woman that depends on a man. Any woman that works for herself and know her worth and know how potential she could be. You don't have to depend on any man. You have to work for yourself. You are the man of yourself. You are the woman of yourself. So you live to have a glory life for yourself, not for any man. So women should learn how to take care of themselves. Go to the gym. I am not a fat person, but that freeze. I go to gym 2-3 times a week. It's a must. It's in my calendar.
My dear, what if the man, even get time for all those things? He don't carry a beer belly. Don't carry beer belly. And the woman they look at like say you no be like when I meet you on a 6-pack you get you understand. But now your belly don't you don't big. You understand? Because at the end of the day, people got feelings, you feel me? Yeah. So what if the woman come they change based on say they see some young guys where they toast them for streets, they carry 6-pack. You understand? You don't listen to that one before.
If you know that one, bros, Sunday like this, no be mouth. Me, I know say I'm a fine girl. Even with 3 children, why I don't drop? I try to keep myself like even most single girls that have not given birth to one. If you bring me at them, men will first collect me before they go look them. Don't be pride and not just be talker. Now the fact that they speak like this. You know why? Men fool my DM. Every man will message you. Now you go answer. If they do, they lose God. Now none of us will get married today. Because our men senior us, most of us, our men senior us with 10 years. Because we Africans, we believe our man should be the older. You understand? Some of us, our man senior us with 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and even more. So as they break, the man they get older. The woman they look younger and fresh. If you keep your body well, take your vitamins, don't joke with your vitamins. Eat fruit very well and exercise. That's the key. That's my goal. Drink a lot of fluid. Don't play with water. It's very important. So what am I trying to say? If you deceive yourself by what you see, you will continue to be deceived. Men know they finish. The beautiful ones are not here born. You don't see that the free is more to this.
Now, man, they talk say, you don't say that man, they talk say the beautiful ones are not yet
women. That's it's something is applicable to women too. We have eyes, we can see. It's not only you people admire good things. When I see a man that is looking good, I know this man looks good. The same way you admire a woman that looks good. Yeah, I'm not going to deny her again. And they see. You understand? And I see things the way they are. So, because our men are older than us, does not make us to dislike them. You have to remember.
Two men, they go for younger ones now. Now, don't they go for younger ones now too now? Don't be saying,
well, me,
if you are with 5 years,
I cannot marry a man that I'm older than. That's my decision. I feel like it's child abuse. Why would I go? How am I going to respect that man? Excuse me, I don't do that. How am I going to respect a man that I'm older than? In which way? A man should be a man. Like, Odogu, you should be able to talk when I'm not talking. When you talk and hit hand on the table, everywhere should shake.
Now, about money and bola. If money they bola, they knock you fine. You know?
Bola, if not bola home.
Money and bola, money day.
Forget
that thing they knock for you.
I know they look after money. Me, I get my own money, for example. And a lot of girls in this life get their own. I know they find any man money. You understand? I have my degree. I'm still going to school to date because I want to be a greater person tomorrow.
Yes.
I want to get to where I want to. I have dreams. I have futures in me that I need to utilize them, right? So when people are talking, I hate when men talk money because
no be money. I say that two things, money and bola. If you young person, you looking like this, you shark you pull up in a nice ride, you go you know what I'm saying? By the time carry go out, you go see level.
You say, bro,
you don't like
saying right now because money no be the ultimate. That's for me.
But
if man don't get money, if the man doesn't have money, bola on they have vent full lamb, bola on they satisfy. We I get money, we can collect it together.
That's so.
You understand? So money na secondary, no be primary. The main cocoa, make the man do okay. You know, go stay with the man and go la how you go they say that wake up. Daddy go say, baby touch and tell her daddy to wake up. That one I go story. Nobody want that. Even if your money full grand, one minute I go step my wrong come out.
Nothing to you.
So yeah, women should learn how to take care of themselves. You see me, I cannot afford to be making my hair $100 and something, $200 every month. I can't do that. I don't even have the freaking time to do that. Almost my hair the way you barb your hair. It's been 3 months. It's growing. That's my hairstyle. See how you barb your hair.
You barb your hair like my wife hair.
That's my hairstyle, and I'm so proud of myself, and I look good in it, and I'm happy.
That's so.
I cannot afford to. I sell wigs, so if I get money, save, I go buy one for myself. I go keep on. I'm making my daughter's hair now. See, I'm making my daughter's hair. I don't pay and go when they go pay $100 for waiting. This is my hair waiting to. I keep her from school. I never do. I get my palm.
Yes.
You understand? So women should learn how to take care of themselves. Keep that thing that your man saw in you and married you. Continue to make that thing to you. Don't lose God.
Yes.
Don't lose God. Don't do that. Because funny enough, when you lose God, you end that marriage. You will start going to the gym. You start looking for those things that you abandoned years back because you felt you have arrived. Do you understand?
Sure.
You start to look them back so a man can find you attractive again. Why didn't you return that your lifestyle? Being attractive, why didn't you return it and see how your man is going to react? You see, a naughty sweet man. If the man now, if they come back like your children, they tell you, Daddy, welcome, Daddy, welcome. You come into the kitchen, your wife set with better bone shot, with a nice sleeveless. She dey cook for you. You come in, you from back, you smack am for butt like this, baby. How are you? You give am peg, and you welcome. Guy, you as if you pick yourself, your bola hot on the pump, the rice, the try to, you wake up from sleep. You understand? As you go upstairs, you go shower, you come down, you come smile.
Hey, my brother, don't go.
After you
Oh yeah,
smash your
my
wife,
sister dey here. My sister, waiting you think about this matter? How you reason am?
Hi, they freeze. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Well, all three of them, they have faults. So all three of them, they are adults. They shouldn't have did what they did to each other. You know, all three of them, they have faults. The best friend should not sleep with her best friend husband. And the husband should have not did that because he know that's his wife's best friend. And the woman, for her to be refusing her husband, it's not good either. When I don't know, like people be like when they married, it's like they tired or stuff like that. I don't think if I get married, I will ever get tired. I mean, when my husband is ready to do whatever, I'm ready to do whatever because I don't want him to go outside to go do bad stuff. That's the simple thing. You don't want him to go outside to go cheat on you and come with disease and stuff like that. I don't know why some married women, I don't know. Some married women do that to their husband.
Good evening.
But I know when it's like one person is coming with a home with income, I can tell that stress and that stress that with you, it's like you don't feel like doing anything. So,
But guess what? If the woman no get work, and the man they come, the man will still feel like doing something. The man will still satisfy his wife. Why is the problem? Why is the problem?
Men is easy. Like men, some women they don't know how to support their husbands. Some women, they don't know how to support people. Like men can do, like men can have jobs and don't care about the woman have a job. You understand? And take care of the woman, take care of the kids, take care of the household. They don't care, but they still love their wife. Well, some women, they don't know how they don't know how to support their husband, and that's not good. You're supposed to support, no matter what the situation is. You're supposed to support your husband because that's your husband. It says for better, for worse, the death do us apart. Yeah.
Okay. My brother that just joined, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I've got a couple of good evening. My name is Cousin. I'm based in UK, America. So
Good evening, brother.
I've got a couple of points to make. First, I'm gonna say, you see, when a man doesn't have a job,
Yeah.
whether he has a job or not, but especially when he doesn't have a job, there's something called frustration. You feel like you're not man enough. So, out of the frustration, like the first lady said, when a man doesn't have a job and is at home, you see all that muscle, everything. That even if everything is not working, that thing down there is gonna be working properly. That's when it's gonna be working the most. Trust me. And that's when your wife comes in, you just wanna take. It's not that you wanna take the frustration. But that's how you relieve your stress. Your wife is meant to be someone you can rely on, someone you can. That's kind of like some men or a lot of men. That's how they see that their woman can support them and how they can relieve. Their woman is meant to be someone who they can talk to, and a lot of men. That's how they can express their feeling and get certain things off their mind. For example, me now, I do security. I'm a head doorman. I've been doing security for 15 years in the UK, and I manage hotels. Even though I used to do 60 to 70 hours, not 80 hours a week, I could still come in and I could still do 3-4 rounds, not because of anything, but again because I'm coming from a stressful job. When I make love to my ex-wife, I'm not with her no more. But when I make love to her, it helps. It makes me relieve a lot of stress. It calms me down. It brings me to a certain level. So, and at the same time, like the other lady said, some women, not every woman, some women don't know. They don't know how to. They don't know how to. They don't know about compassion. You can't teach compassion. You can't teach. You know how you met your man. You know what got you to that stage that you're at for you to be married. So for you to be married, you know what makes your man feels good. You know what makes your woman feel good. So if as a woman, like Daddy Free said, in a month, me personally, you should be doing at least 20 times as a couple. Either you're working or you're not working. Because I'm sure before you're working, you must, unless even if you're Jimba, even if you're Jimba, you're going to want. It's something that got you to that stage. It's communication, it's emotions, it's different kind of things that is involved. I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame the woman, and I wouldn't blame the man. It's all three of them. But most especially is the friends. The friend is the biggest fault because she stated, "I chased your husband. I chased your husband. I pursued your husband, and since you don't have time for your husband, and you want to do it 2 times a month, I'm gonna add the extra hours. I'm gonna do the overtime that you are unable to do. Since you want to do the overtime at work, I'll do the overtime at home for you." And that's the reality of it. A lot of men, they know when it comes to emotions, they know how to express. They know the best way for you to calm them down is not really through their belly. It's peace, respect, and something called lovemaking. It is very, very, very extremely important. It is very, very extremely important. No matter how busy the man can do 90 hours and still come home and do 5-6 hours, 5-6 rounds, depending on his stamina. Depending on how high his libido is. Everybody is different, but most men need at least 15 times in a month.
It's peaceful when your house is peaceful. You can do 80 hours at home and then come home and want to do whatever with your partner. Yeah. But if the house is not peaceful and you guys don't have that chemistry that you guys supposed to have in the household, there's nothing gonna happen.
And that's and you know one thing, you're right, because that's what became of my ex relationship. Believe it or not, Daddy Freeze, we were at uni. I was at uni and I got married at uni, fell in love, got married at uni, and believe it or not, anybody that knows, I started late. I started very late, and late for us, yeah, a man or a black man. I started when I was at uni mostly, and when I started, we were doing it in a day. Even though she was managing hotels, I was managing hotels. We used to do it at least 7 times a day, no joke. So imagine becoming 7 times a day, then you become to someone who's not doing it at all. because your home is, you don't have no peace. Once you have no peace, everything crumbles. No matter how much you can say you love each other, love is just a little. Peace and respect is what will make you, if you don't have respect and you don't have peace, even no matter how much your libido can be high, the thing will go down. It's not even gonna come up. That's just the reality of it. Same goes for the woman. A woman that is very fertile, maybe she used to drop like Niagara Falls. She'll become someone that is drier than Sahara Desert. Because her herself, she's not stimulated mentally. So if she's not stimulated mentally, and you're not stimulated mentally as a man, everything is just gonna die, and that's just the reality of it. So
that is,
the woman,
is she living in America or where?
who?
The person that
Oh, I think it's that's Daddy Freezer. You would have to ask. I don't. I think that's an.
Are they living in abroad, or they living in Nigeria, or they living in Africa?
Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria. Oh, okay. Because I thought it's abroad, because if it's abroad, sometimes the stress that we go through when the 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 partner doesn't have a work, and you the only one that working, and you have to come home and taking care of the kids and all that. But Nigeria, at least like Africa, you can employ people that can help you take care of your kids and stuff like that. So you don't have that much. You have stress, but not that much stress like here.
And
So
the sun in Nigeria makes you
like
even
this,
more
like this cannot happen in abroad though. If it happen in abroad, that man will see shaking from that woman's hand. So
yes, it does.
unless the woman is in Nigeria.
It does happen abroad though.
The girlfriend.
Men do cheat here.
And not to the extent of rubbing it in their wife's face like that, to the extent of getting pregnant. If you try it in abroad, your wife will let the woman know smart. The woman go put needle for the right ear, bring her from the left one, run for garbage.
There's a lot of stories that I don't know. I know a lot of stories, but I can't say it here because I don't know who's watching, so I can't say
unless the woman is not smart. If you put that to a smart,
there's a lot of stories I know that happen.
You'll be trouble.
There's a lot of stories that I know that happen here.
Teach you less
story, but I can't say it.
Say it.
No.
Say it now so we can learn. We're all learning.
Absolutely.
No, like not me. It's not me.
I know you can just say the story without mentioning the people's name.
It doesn't happen in abroad, but it happened in abroad.
Convince me now. Convince me. Tell us one of the stories.
Can I add one more thing, please? You see,
plus with the scenario, so we all can understand better.
Daddy Freeze.
Yes, brother.
Yeah, you see, another thing is that you see some people when they meet, for example, let's just say the wife she likes wine, and the husband is someone that likes to smoke, and they used to, okay, you like drinking wine, I like smoking, we understand each other, but after they get married, that same thing that you met the person doing, you have a problem with it. And you're not able to compromise. Instead of you to compromise and say, okay, the same way you compromise from the get-go, and you're smoking, you're drinking wine, I'm smoking, and we're able to compromise and we're able to enjoy each other together. But now because we're married, and I'm working or you're working or we're both working, we have what's it called, problem with what you're doing, because okay, now I don't like you smoking and I don't like you drinking. You see, that too can have a problem. That's what can have a big issue within the relationship, within the dynamic of the relationship, because what you've learned, that's why they say what you can't take as a rich man, don't take it as a poor man.
100.
So whatever you start with from the get-go, you need to be able to balance it as you go along within your marriage. That's why, again, if you start with someone, you're making love 5-6 times a day, then you drop down to 2 times a month, what do you think is gonna happen? That's just the reality of it. A lot of people don't understand this. If you can't take it as a rich man, don't start as a poor man. And remember, because I was on your church service, that on Sunday was the first time I didn't even know you did church service. I've been following you for years. I don't know why I followed you, but on Sunday I realized why I followed you, because you're someone, I noticed you're someone who want the greater good for humanity, and you just want everyone to have the same mutual respect.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you're not gonna respect what I love and how you met me, why the heck should I love you for what you love and how I met you? And a lot of people miss that once they get into a relationship, especially once they get married. It's a problem. And it's not just in a relationship or marriage, just same as parents. Parents want their kids to understand them. Okay, we have this African way, we have this religion. Well, they're not willing to understand their kids. A relationship is not just sexual. A relationship, a teacher and a pupil has a relationship. A father and a child has a relationship. Me and my next door neighbor, we have a relationship as neighbors. It's called mutual understanding. It's just called mutual respect. It's called being a human. And a lot of that, they lose that once they get into a relationship. They feel like once they get into a marriage. And again, parents lose that. The parents who become parents, the same thing they complain about their parents for, they're doing it to their own kids. Relationship is not just about sexual. Yeah. But once it becomes sexual, that's when you even need to have more understanding, because you become one. Because that's why it even says, when you have a car, take care of your car, so it can last long for you. Take care of your books. So if it tells you to take care of your car, take care of your books, why don't you want to take care of your husband? Why don't you want to take care of your wife? Let me ask you a question, right?
Go ahead.
Why when you're single, you're not married yet, the relationship is so good, you understand? But as soon as people get married, it's like,
because they think they don't see you
fire.
They don't see you
because of the pressure of marriage, the financial, the emotional, the family pressure is what leads to this.
Wow. I'm even scared of the word.
Can I say something to that, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
You see, I agreed before. I used to think that is freeze. I've been married now, legally married now 9 years, separated for a couple of years, and you see, reason I start to disagree with that is because you see, the only difference is that you see that paper called marriage certificate. It's just a letter of employment saying welcome to hard work, but it's not really hard work, because it's the same person. Nothing has really changed. The pressure was there before. The pressure is still going to be there now. It's just like someone going to university, getting application into uni, and say, oh, I can't cope. But you had to do exam. It's just like someone doing GCE. You had to study, you had to cram. Then you got into uni, then you're saying it's hard. Hold on, didn't you know it was going to be hard? You had to do exams anyways. It's still the same pressure. It's called evolution. You have to level up. As the thing get harder, you have to level up yourself. Just like if you go into any workplace, that's why you have interviews. After they'll ask you, are you able to cope? Do you have this? Do you have the qualifications? That's just how I see it. There's nothing really changes. It's the person, it's the mentality. You see that paper is what changes people's mentality. There's nothing really. It's the same person unless you got married to someone else. It's the same person you got married to. It's the same emotions. The person is meant to be your best friend. The person is the same person. Nothing changed. The only thing that changes is that paper that says welcome to hard work. Nothing changes. You, Daddy Freeze, if you turn your hat backwards, is it not the same hat?
Yes, it is.
It's the same hat you're wearing, but it's just a different position.
Absolutely,
It's
bro.
still the same hat.
It
Nothing
is.
changes. It's just the position that you just changed the position.
100.
That's just it. Your clothes get dirty. It's just the dirt. You can put it in the washing machine or use your hand to wash it. And once you wash it, it's back to cleanness. It all depends on you as an individual. Nothing really changes.
Wow.
100%. 100%.
Just like you remember, you mentioned one thing about the Bible. You said one thing about on Sunday. I was in your service the whole time. You said, you see, the Bible is the same. It's just the same messages, but it's different because of different people, because of their emotions. They write on emotions and experiences. Like you said about the turtle. The snail. You said we see snails. To us, snail is food, but Donald Trump will see vermin. Will see, oh, is this, is that? But it's the same snail. People died in so many years. It's just how you see it, how you view it as a human being. Nothing is your mentality. Your mentality that changes as a human being. So that means your mind, you were already preparing your mind to change from the get-go. You just needed that little paper. For that confirmation. Nothing changes. The person hasn't changed. Maybe they've shaved their beard because they want to look good for their wedding, but or they did their hair, but that person is still that person. Sorry, I'm not like that. Yeah, that's all I can say, man. There's nothing really changes, man. It's human beings that change. It's human beings change. Us human beings, that's why he says we're the most loving, but at the same time, we're the most cruel people in this world. Animals don't change. Animals really don't change their behavior. The only reason they change their behavior is because of human beings, how human beings treat them.
Yeah, that's true.
Destiny, what are your thoughts? What changes when people have been together for a while?
Was anything really changed? It's constant though, but we should pray that it change positively. So I don't know. I can't say anything changed negatively. No. Sometimes, yeah, you just have to be yourself, like he said. Always remember the person's good side. Yeah, remember the person's good side because you as a woman, you're not perfect. There are things you're doing wrong to or changing in the man's face, and he still tolerates you. So that is constant. But let's just pray that it changes to good instead of bad. That's all I could say. Yeah. Like I said before, not just a woman, everybody should take care of themselves. Look good. Present yourself very well. Carry yourself. If you're a woman, you're a queen. Carry yourself as a queen. If you're a man, you're a prince. Carry yourself as a king. You know? Period. That's all I could say.
Daddy Freeze, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Go to the gym. Exercise yourself.
If there's any changes, when if you notice, when you upset, let's say you hurt a child, why is it that kids are able to forgive so easily then? Because you hurt a child, they'll be upset for a little while, but you see, they forgive so easily and they let go. They'll come and give you a hug. So, so why doesn't things change with them, but they're still able to be their natural self? They let go so easily. The only reason for that is because guess what? That's why I say kids. You see, kids. The younger you are as a child, the more intelligent you are. Because guess what? The more clear your mind is, because your vision is not clouded, your mind, your thoughts is not clouded, your what you've heard is not clouded. So that's why they're able to forgive so easily and they're able to let go. It's your thoughts, your vision, what you bring upon yourself, your environment. Remember, you said this on Sunday too. Your environment can have it all depends on you as an individual. It's you as an individual, as a human being. You said Christianity is not. Remember, you said Christianity is about putting others above yourself. That is what the true Christian. You said, don't say I'm a Christian, but say I'm practicing. Kids are practicing. Kids are kids. They are practicing as they grow up. They are practicing to become an adult.
That is true.
It's work experience, life experiences. So nothing really changed but your thoughts, your vision. And that is why, because you become an adult, that's why they say as an adult you're responsible for certain things. That's why as an adult, what kids can get away with, an adult can't get away with, because guess what? You will end up in jail. Because you're meant to know better. So nothing really changed for you as an individual, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically, whatever. It's you. It's down to you. How you love, it's you. Left up to you. Nobody else. Because the person that you fell in love with might still be themselves. But you know, you might just decide to change, because maybe you see Mary gets presents from her husband, or okay, maybe what's it called? James
Wisdom.
or James or John gets BBC from his wife, or whatever it is. It's different. Everybody's different. How everybody loves is different.
Bros, can I ask you a question? Are you a pastor or something?
I'm not a pastor. I've been trying to get Daddy Street's attention for years, because I'm trying to start a podcast and talk about things like this. I'm just someone. I don't think as a Christian. I don't think as a Muslim. I was brought up. I have a Quran because I want to get enlightened. Not because.
Were you brought up as Muslim or Christian?
Yeah, I'm someone who, I'm just a human being. I love humanity. I'm trying to help as many people as I can, mentally, emotionally, physically. Even though I don't have anything, every month, whoever I can send money to in Nigeria, I try and send money to, even as little as 20,000. Not because of anything. At least guess what? I'm in a better position than them. I'm just a human being, because guess what?
You're in a better position than them.
In the sense of, no, when I say better position, I'm talking about financially. Whoever I can help financially, like there's people who are.
So you mean whoever you can help financially means you're better than that person?
I'm better.
That's totally wrong.
No. Financially.
That is what I'm saying. Anybody you can help financially does not mean you are better than them financially. That's a wrong mindset.
From what they tell me. Remember, it's whatever they tell me. If they tell me that they need money, wherever I can help, I will help. It's left up to them. Either they're telling me the truth. It's left up to their conscience. If they lie to me, it's upon them. If they tell me the truth, it's upon them. Everybody, this world is a marketplace. The buyers and the sellers, everybody must go home one day. So if you lie to me, it's upon your conscience. I've done whatever I can do. I'm not saying I'm in, but it's from what they tell me.
Okay,
for example,
maybe you're talking about your family. That's what I would say. Maybe your siblings.
No, I'm not just talking about. No, I'm not talking about my family. I'm not talking about. about my family. Anybody, trust me, anybody, whoever knows me, I'm not talking about my family. No, I'm not talking about my family at all. Trust me, I'm not talking about my family. I'm I'm the kind of person. Even if I have 50p in this UK, even if I've not eaten, as a human being, if I'm not eating and I see a homeless person, even if they have money on them and they're deceiving me and they say they need the last 50p in my hand, I will give it to them because.
So why did you end your marriage if you're this good and
I'm not this good. I'm not perfect.
Right? So
I'm not perfect.
Why? What led to your divorce or something?
What led
because
to my divorce?
You sound so vulnerable, and so people you should be able to. You sound. I wouldn't use the word perfect because nobody's perfect, but
nobody's
you
perfect.
sound so like you know it too well. So
no,
you
I don't
manage every situation. Kind of.
No, I don't, because that's why I said I'm trying to gain knowledge. I'm a Christian, but I'm still reading the Quran because I'm trying to gain knowledge.
I love that spirit.
You can't gain too much. You can never be too wise. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I shouldn't be reading the Quran.
Conversation is attacking me. I'm not being personal. I'm only asking a question. It's left for him to answer or not to answer. Please.
No, there's nothing to hide.
First. Hook me before you chew me.
There's nothing to hide. There's nothing to hide. I'm just someone who I enjoy to help people. I enjoy learning things. Believe it or not, the first time I saw Daddy Freeze, I used to think, what kind of man is this? But for no reason, something pushed me to follow him. I've been following him.
There was a time you were questioning yourself about DF, like what kind of a man is this? Is he in the wrong way? Like what he's saying doesn't make sense to you?
In a way, because
in
you
what
see every
direction? Like I want to really get to.
Okay, for example,
let's go deeper. Go deeper.
Okay, for example, you see, you go on because I'm in the UK, and what they'll post, you see something on Instablog or you see something on whatever, and they'll say something about this person. Me, I don't like to go off what someone says. I want to get to know the person
first,
myself first, before I start making judgments. That is why I followed him. So on Sunday, and even if you go on my YouTube, I posted the Sunday service on my YouTube. I said the Daddy Freeze that I never knew, because I had a different thoughts about it because of what people used to portray. And I said, you know what, I'm not going to judge this man. I'm just going to follow him and follow his works over the years. And I got to know him. And on Sunday, something just pushed me to just go on. And I didn't even know it was a Sunday service. I saw the Indian plane crash thing. That's what drew my attention. And so when I went on the Sunday service and he was talking, and I said, oh, this man is just like similar to me. We have the same kind of goals. He wants betterness for humanity. That is just what I want, and that even made me like him more. And that's why when I saw he came live, I said, before I go to sleep, let me even see, because now he's got my attention. By the way he talks and how he thinks, how he explains, he makes things clear for people. And that's what drew that's when he got my attention even more. So I'm trying to learn. I'm not perfect. And you see, it's not every imperfection of us that needs perfecting, because some of our imperfections is what makes us who we are. So I'm just trying to learn. I'm a Christian, like I said, but I have the Quran. I learn about Buddhism. I learn about this so I can gain knowledge. You can never learn too much. You can never be too wise.
Yeah, no knowledge is a waste, bro.
Thank you. And when it comes to, you see, marriage, there's different kind of loves, and I learned this when I went to Nigeria. I went to school in Nigeria. There's three types of love: male love, agape, eros, and philos. I never knew this until I went to school in Nigeria. So again, that's me learning, and I learned through that in my Yoruba class. I went to, anybody know Straight Gates in Magodo? I went to Straight Gates school. So I'm just someone I like to learn. And you might love someone, but sometimes love don't love you back. Depend on the kind of love that they give you.
That's the painful parts.
So it's not. I'm not perfect. I have my own imperfect. I have my own wrongdoings. But sometimes you know what you deserve. You know what your worth. Learn to know your worth as a human being. Know what you want from a relationship, from a friendship, from a job place. That's why some people, they will just leave a job place like that because they know their worth. They know what they deserve. They know what they, yeah. So that's just it.
Can I ask you another question, bro?
Final question, so I can get some rest because I have work.
I love to hear from you. Honestly, you're making a lot of sense. And
Absolutely, I love the fact that he loves to learn. That already makes him a winner, because the average Nigerian does not like to learn. They like to continue in what their parents.
Forget all the English. I mean, you boy.
I know the English. You're in UK, but you can't use US the way you borrow. You know, they miss the thing.
No, because
they cook. They cook bole. They miss some beans.
You see that? No. You see that?
No, that's the truth. You've been pounding it, and I'm enjoying it.
No.
That's the why I like you more.
No,
the way you pound the thing, they stuck around. Not there,
No, my
How
accent
long have you
basically.
been in UK? How long have you been there?
No, my mom was born here. My mom was born in UK.
Were you born in the UK?
No, I wasn't born in UK, but my mom was born here. I came here when I was very young.
And you carry this funny tongue, this tongue.
No, I've been speaking like this before.
You're pressure your mama, this way they speak, not be so British they talk, bro.
I'm like a sponge. You see, I try to be like a baby. I try to open my mind up and learn.
I would like you in your Niger. Use your Niger tongue.
No, I'm not good. It's like it comes and goes. So.
Oh, it comes and goes. Okay. I agree with you, bro.
Since he was little, that's why he had the accent.
So yeah, that's just.
So where are you from originally? Where in Nigeria are you from?
Oh, my family are and my mom is from Elisha. Sorry. My mom is from Elisha. I was born in Lagos. I went to Mayflower, believe it or not, and I went to Pampers when I was a baby. When I was a kid, I think I moved to UK when I was like 8 years old. I'm in my 30s. I'm in my mid-30s. So, yeah.
You're in your late 30s, you said?
Mid-30s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in my mid-30s. So, yeah. Well,
okay, nice to meet you, though.
Nice to meet you.
I enjoyed talking to you.
My sister here below has not spoken anything.
At least I got the attention.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying Daddy Freeze.
But I want you to say something because I'm about to end.
Okay, Daddy Freeze, what do you want me to say?
Something too.
I'm just saying that you're gonna talk to the couples.
I don't know what to tell them.
Well, I just want you to tell them that if they love each other, they probably need to do like a counseling or something like that. Maybe being able to
free. There's nothing to cancel there. Everybody should move on. The man should put the girlfriend in. Sis, let me tell you, you see this rope now. You see this rope, for example, and this is my comb now. This is my tail comb. If you break it, I will use a rope. You know, you cut a rope into two, and you join it together. It's never gonna give you the same length. See, once trust is broken, there is nothing you can do to adjust it.
Oh, now I'm reading. She already, the best friend is pregnant. Oh, no.
No, the best friend is not pregnant. She's not pregnant.
She's not pregnant. Okay, I thought she's pregnant based on the to
because I'm about to say, I thought it was pregnant. I'm about to say, oh, no, that's not going to work.
Okay, that was why I was saying what I was saying.
But if the best friend is not pregnant, they might can go to counseling and help each other.
You will still be knocking that girl. No need.
Oh
You go
boy.
still not calm.
There's no, yeah, it depends.
You go still
too.
not calm. They no fear just something like this again. Everybody go. Make the woman go.
Yeah.
She be the breadwinner. She go still marry another husband. She get money.
Hey,
Make the man
it's
go.
like, it's like
But
giving
it's still, even
it's
if
like,
she's in the
it's like giving
breadwinner,
the
she
baby a
goes to
soda.
another relationship. It's gonna be the same thing.
No, she might change this time around.
You see,
She might get
women
married to a
tend
richer
to
man.
leave
I
a
mean,
man
richer man.
and go into another relationship and go and do exactly the same thing they were doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. It don't make no sense. You leave, you're gonna do the same thing over and over again, and then you're gonna have a different partner over and over. What's that? That don't make no sense. Does that make any sense? That don't make no sense. You see the world that we're in, I feel like we don't have patience for one another. We don't have patience for one another.
Yeah.
That's why there's a lot of divorce in this world. It's so sad.
Yeah, but patience can turn you into patience can turn into stupidity. Trust me. That's
Absolutely.
No, I don't think patience can turn into stupidity.
No, it can.
Yeah.
Sis. It can.
It can. I'm talking from experience.
Tell us about your experience. How do you think patience turned to stupidity?
Hey, patience, you see, patience is good. Patience is. I'm a very patient person. I am too patient, to be honest. But you see, if you're not careful, the same people who said that you're not patient enough are the same people who are gonna say that you're stupid, and are gonna take advantage of your patience. And that's what they call in Nigeria. So you need to be careful how patient you are. It's good to be patient. It's good to have a long-lasting relationship and understand each other. But you need to know signs of when you're being used.
Yeah, that's true.
And you see a lot. It goes for a man and it goes for a woman. It doesn't. It's not man or what this person does it more. That person. It goes for man and woman. Patience can turn into stupidity. And I can give you a perfect example. I'm sorry to say, you see what's going on in Nigeria right now? That patience has turned into stupidity because we give excuses for our leaders. Our leaders they steal so much. How can you know how on 2 days ago I was still crying to some people over the phone that I want to help. I can't even bring. I'm scared. When I came to Nigeria last year, after not coming for about 14 years, and a lot of the policemen, they didn't know that I do security, I do close protection, and they don't know I'm a security guard. So we were traveling now. Then we had 2 cars, and in my family, I'm the quiet one. I don't talk. I don't like problems and everything. But my family knows that I'm just someone. Just don't mess about with me. So they're traveling, and my cousin didn't have a plate number. Something about the plate number wasn't stuck on properly. It wasn't. So the police stopped us, and they were arguing with my cousin, and they said they wanted 100,000, blah blah blah, this that. So I kept quiet. Was behind, and my mom was looking at me because, they knew me. Once I start, that's it. So they were cocking their gun. So I said they were cocking their gun and everything. So as someone I do all the underground clubs. I have to deal with machete. I have to deal with guns in UK. I have to deal with different kind of things. I'm a bodyguard. I do footballers. I do all the high-end clubs and stuff. So they're talking, we're going back and forth. Even while another car was going past, they were shooting the car, but they were still talking, trying to deal with us. I kept quiet 10-15 minutes. I didn't say anything. Then they saw that, because I was quiet, they thought, okay, we need to pick on him. So they said, Mr. Man, get down, blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, no problem. Where's your ID, blah, blah, blah. I gave him my ID, and because I didn't have a Nigerian passport. I don't have a Nigerian passport. And they said, oh, where's where's your Nigerian? I said, I don't have a Nigerian passport. I said, I'm sorry, sir, but I don't have a Nigerian passport. Where's your NI number? Your NI. I said, what the does that have to do with anything? I said, sorry, I was apologizing. And I looked at my mom. I said, please, can you tell the man to just leave me alone? The man, they didn't want to leave me alone. They said, we're going to, if you don't show us cocking the gun. I said, listen, you're stupid. I said, you better shoot the gun. I said, if you don't shoot the gun, you're a dumbass. I said, you better shoot the gun. You better kill me right here.
Hey,
I said,
call down. You better buy me. Code it,
Yeah, you
please.
better buy me. I said, you better buy me. Sorry. You better
You don't mix comedian today, I swear.
So I said, you better do whatever you want to do. Because all these, you shouting, raising, I said, you don't even know who you're talking to. So as they were going on, I called the British Embassy. I said, okay. I said my name. I was speaking to the British Embassy. I gave them all my details. I said, okay, say everything that you were saying. They became deaf and dumb. They didn't want to say anything. I said, oh, you thought I was the regular? I said, this is my badge. They thought my badge was fake. I'm sure that the Freeze knows about the SIA badge that you get in UK for security. They took us to the police station. We were waiting there for 30 minutes, going on. Even the head of, I don't know what they call it in Nigeria, the head of the police station, it was in Ikorodu. They took us to the police station. The head of police station came, started raising her voice. I said, ma'am, you better calm down. She was shouting, took my passport. Where's your Nigerian passport? I said, what does my Nigerian passport have to do with anything? So she was going on again. I called the British Embassy. She said, what's your job? I said, I'm a bodyguard. I said, I protect people for a living. That's my job.
Bodyguard in UK or not in Nigeria?
In UK, and I travel to different countries. And so I said, I'm a bodyguard, and she was looking at me. She thought it was fake. So I said, you better check before you start running your mouth. So again, they didn't know how. I said, you know what? I'm stressed. I have a health issue. I said, I have a health issue. I called the Brit. I said, the British Embassy is on the phone. I'll continue what you're saying. So all of them became deaf and dumb. I said, I need to come at this point with Danny Freeze. I'm telling you, within 2 minutes, they let me out the police station. I said, I want my cousin to come out the police station. I said, I need a drink. They gave me one day for drink. They bought me Fanta. They bought me different kind of things. But because that's an example of when you're patient. When you're too patient, they will take you for a fool. And when you're quiet, and that's what's going on with the Nigerians. Us Nigerians, we're very patient. We're very open up. We help different countries. But guess what? All these other countries, they make fun of us, even though we help them. Same as the politicians. And we do the same, apart from the politicians. Who are the politicians? Us, Nigerians. The corruption started within, let's be realistic, the corruption started within the street. We started bribing the police money. That's when the police got used to bribery. It wasn't politicians who were bribing the police. It's the street people started bribing the police probably in the 90s or the 80s or, yeah. So it's us, the Nigerian people, who started the whole corruption. And guess what? Now, because we started it and it's gotten to a certain extent, we want to try and cut it out. When the main source, we need to cut it where the main source is. And so, that's where...
Bros, you said you are the most quiet person in your house.
Yeah.
If you be like this and you call him quiet, your brother then go be...
No, trust me, I'm quiet. I'm quiet till you... You see, when it comes to... No, you see, when it comes to...
He say he's quiet, but when you can't let him start.
You see, when I'm passionate about something, you see, my country, Nigeria is a very it's like my heart. It's very important to me. If things don't get done and things, I can't bring my kids back home. I can't say this is your father's land. That's why I get so passionate, because I can't. I'm in fear of bringing my kids home. I can't bring them and say, okay, because I'm scared. Okay, something might happen and my kids will get killed. Who's not gonna be? If you love your country, you're gonna be passionate. You're gonna
absolutely.
If you love something, you're gonna be passionate. It's those who you love that you get angry at. If you don't love someone and they annoy you, like, You ignore whatever it is that they're saying. But if you love something and you care about the thing, you you will you your frustration will come out, and that's just the reality of it. But on a normal day, if you see me, you will never see me talk on road. I will not talk to anybody. But because when it comes to Nigeria or Africa or black people in general, I'm very passionate because we allow so many things just slide, and not because we're stupid, because we just love. We're open arm. That's just it. We're open arm and we're very forgiving. Black people are very forgiving, especially Nigerians. We're very forgiving, and that's one of the things I love most about my country. We're very, very forgiving. And being forgiving is what makes us stupid in some ways. We let a lot of things slide that we shouldn't let slide.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you for schooling us.
I'm not schooling. I'm just saying my mind.
I think it's time I went to bed because it's rather late.
Too, because it's 4 o'clock in the morning in UK and I need to go to
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you so much, everyone.
I was shouting.
No, you weren't shouting. We're enjoying your conversation.
No, we're actually enjoying what you were saying.
Yeah, I did.
We're actually enjoying what you were saying, and we like the fact that you are such a great guy. It's very nice. We like the vibe, and we all enjoyed it. I've been a bit tired since the Victor Osimhen interview, which is going to drop tomorrow, and I still have to go and get the interviews done for Honest Bunch. So we also have a new Honest Bunch interview dropping on Friday. So I have a lot of work on my hands, and I still have to take time out to make sure the church is fine, people are fine. So let me go and catch some rest and look forward to a brand new day. Take care, everyone. God bless. Victor Osimhen is dropping on YouTube. I'm going to be dropping little snippets on Instagram and Facebook from tomorrow morning, but the interview itself drops at 6 p.m. tomorrow evening on YouTube. Man, Victor talk plenty.
It's the Honest Bunch I'm waiting for.
Honest Bunch is coming on Friday. Sorry, on Monday next week, but the snippets will drop on Friday.
Monday is very far. Very, very far.
So you have the Victor Osimhen interview to be managing till Monday. Monday is going to be hot.
But if they say I should continue waving.
Oh, yeah.
Have a great day.
Bye. Who said you should wave?
Good night, guys.
Who said you should wave?
I said in the comment section I should be waving.
All right. Bye. Good night, everyone.
Okay, our quiet brother.
Good night.
Bye.